to Between Us Girlies. I'm Bran.
I'm Lindsay.
I'm Bailey.
I'm Casey.
And we have such an action-packed weekend to debrief with you guys. A few of us are feeling a little rough today because we've been doing some partying.
This was the most social I've been in like 6 months. We did something. We'd like had 2 very big events, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe that was all in one weekend.
Yeah.
I had something every single night last week. I kind of needed that. I needed to be busy.
Right.
But yeah, I'm tired. I'm very tired.
Yeah.
So I guess we can kick it off with Thursday night.
Right.
There was a club opening in Philadelphia, Mr. Ivy. So I saw someone post that it was the Influencer Olympics. And
Wow.
I very much see that because like every single person was there. What'd y'all think of it?
I didn't know what we were going into.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were going to a club. I thought it was just like some light bites and some drinks. Nope. It was a full-blown club on a Thursday. And Casey and I looked at each other. We're like, well, I guess we have to drink now.
Yeah, like when we get invited to influencer events, the invites are usually a little vague. Like they don't give you every detail because it's just like a casual invite. Like come to this event from 6 to 9 with light bites and drinks. And so we see a lot of those invites and they're kind of all the same. So I don't really ever like read too deep into them. And I saw this one and this one had a little bit more. It was saying that there was going to be a show and a dinner, but it still gave the vibe that it was going to be a little bit more like intimate. Like I was picturing vinyl in my head, like vinyl energy. And we walk into this event and it was a full-blown like space in Miami, like club. Like there's lights, there's a line outside of the door. And before we even walked inside, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like this is not what I was expecting. And then every minute after that, it just got crazier and crazier. Like me and Bailey the whole time were like, this couldn't have been less of what I thought tonight was going to be.
Yeah. No, and like you said, I didn't feel like I was in Philly at all.
No.
Like I feel like the 2 events we went to, like I did not feel like I was in Philadelphia. Like you said, I felt like I was in Miami or LA vibes. But it was so cool.
It was so
I
cool.
loved it.
If you've ever been to Fabrica, it's very similar. And it's just going to be like a little more nightlife-y. Like in the future, they're going to like cover your phone with like a sticker, but we were allowed to like record this night because obviously they wanted like press and stuff. I had big old titties smacked right in my face, which was nuts. She came right for me. There was no way out of it. I just had to accept my fate at that point.
It was so funny because they have these like burlesque kind of esque shows, like different performers come out and they all have different things. So like one drag queen did like a staple gun show where she like staple gunned her nipples and her tongue and her butt.
Like actually did that?
Yes, like took a staple gun and was stapling herself, and at the end literally took her tongue out and staple gunned her tongue.
Oh, I really did not like
and
that.
then was talking like literally talking into the mic with her tongue like staple gunned.
I don't like that.
It was crazy. So there was already like a lot of shows and we were all like cheering and being fun. And then the announcer gets on stage and she's like, the biggest titties in Philadelphia are coming on stage. And me and Bailey are like, oh my God.
We were screaming.
We were the loudest people in there screaming so loud. This woman gets up there. She does like a strip tease and she was like literally staring at Brandon the entire time. And I just knew that she was going to come over. And then she just slowly walked off stage, like dances over to Brandon.
Did
and
she have
just
her tassels off at that point?
I think she had the no, because she still had the bathing suit top
Wait,
on.
she had
okay.
nips out too?
No, the craziest part.
I can't believe I missed this.
I remembered this the next morning, and I told my boyfriend, and he literally laughed for 5 minutes straight because she had on like she took off like a different article, like a top, and then she had a bathing suit top when she came over and shoved Brandon's face in between her breasts, and then after that she took the bathing suit top off and she had nipple tassels. And then she took the nipple tassels off and shoved them on some guy's face.
Oh,
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
She took both ends of the nipple tassel and just plopped them on his cheeks. And I literally laughed for 20 minutes when I remember that in the morning.
Right. Yeah, because she came out to the Rocky theme song. And it just made so much sense. I was like, okay, like heavy hitter. But I was thinking that was a good way for like them to have an opening night of a club or like a sneak preview is filling that place so you can see what it looks like on a busy night.
Yeah.
The music was bumping. At one point I looked at Casey, I'm like, is it getting louder in here? Like I couldn't hear myself. But I thought that was such a genius idea.
How do you guys think it's going to do? Like, do you think it's going to do well?
I was talking about it this weekend. I think maybe it's going to be like a birthday kind of place. Like back in the day, I feel like pre-pandemic, that's what Vesper was. Like Vesper, you could go on a normal night, but most times you were going for someone's birthday or for some kind of event. And I feel like this is going to have similar energy because it's almost too fancy for like a normal Saturday night, but it's really cool. So I don't know. That's what I picture.
Yeah, I'm like curious to see how it's gonna do in the location because it's perfect for us because we live like down the street from it. But I wonder if like a club like that will be able to like succeed in like the Northern Liberties area.
Right. I think when people see like what it looks like inside, because you don't feel like you're in Northern Liberties or like even Philadelphia at all. So I think once people like maybe see that, and I was saying like I think I agree about like birthday, like it's a good birthday spot. Like I was saying like it's a good pretty little thing dress birthday spot. Like
100%.
like it's really fun. So maybe like we'll get the crowds on that side.
And it's attached to the Winston, so I heard that they're going to like try to like really push the Winston after hours, which we've already been frequenting.
Oh, okay.
And like get people to go from Mr. Ivy to the Winston. So could be a little new party destination.
That was
for
gonna be my
Philly.
next question, like how they would, if you knew anything about that. But okay.
I'm always curious too about just like new concepts in Philly because like if you listen to the podcast, you know that I worked at Bankroll, which tried to be a new concept in Philly. And like when we first opened, so much of the critique was just like, that's just not Philly. Like that's in LA, that's in Miami, that's a New York spot. And so I'm always so curious when new concepts open, like something different. I'm like, I wonder if Philly is ready to change a little bit.
Yeah. And Lindsay, you saw Wicked.
I did miss this event to go see my queen Ariana sing, sing, sing. It was absolutely breathtaking, spectacular. Give me 14 of them. I would see the movie again. I can't wait for part 2.
Wow.
I need an in to where you saw it because that was like the coolest venue.
No, like,
Oh yeah.
so I got the tickets from my dad, whose company like had, like, it was like those advanced screening tickets that companies get. And it was at the Comcast Technology Center, which is like, apparently it was built to be a museum, but it just became an internal place for them to like test like technology.
Oh.
And it was in this like massive theater, which I don't know how businesses do this. Like same with like Ocean's Casino. Like if you don't have like a specific like theater room, like how you flip a room to turn into something comfortable to watch a movie in, they did such a good job. They had hella snacks. It was a blast. It was great.
So nice.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see
But
it.
I will be singing it again with you guys.
Yes, we have to
in
go to
4DX.
Yes, 4DX. Please, please.
Loves it. And we took a little break on Friday. None of us did anything, right?
No.
Anyone watch anything good?
Yes. The way I wrote this outline, I was like, damn. Because I feel like we always watch Friday night movies. And I feel like this is a nice, cute little recurring segment we can keep bringing up. People like it. If you don't, who cares? But I watched Deadpool and Wolverine. And y'all know, I love Marvel movies. But it is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. I have to rewatch it because like the jokes are so dark humor. Like I think anyone, because you watched the first or second one, right?
I watched the first, the first and second Deadpool.
Because Deadpool is like, it is like a superhero movie, but it's comedy, I think, at its forefront. Like it's Ryan Reynolds. But I forget it's him because the jokes are so dark. Like, I don't know how they got approved because it's also Disney. But I did a lot of fact checking. But because he has this mask on, you don't know it's him. But like the way he just delivers every line, like he like started off with like a bottom joke. Like it's like there is no like they don't. I read it was like 116 F-bombs. Yeah, no, they don't fuck around. But and like it's really good at breaking the fourth wall. So it's just like I love those movies. And like the third one was even better. But 10 out of 10 would recommend it. Yeah, that's what I watched.
Did you wear your necklace that we got as PR?
I almost said, honestly, I'm going to start wearing because that is a damn good movie.
should.
It is like, I read all the facts and like, it's like the number one, like top, like charting R-rated movie for like, it's like, it's such a good movie and I understand why. Like Deadpool, Wolverine, watch it now.
Wow.
And it's at home, so.
Ooh. And then Saturday, we went to Almyra. They had this huge Greek dinner party. And boy, oh boy, was it an evening. I had one of the best nights of my life, I fear. It was just excellent. There's how we're talking about like concepts, like that is something like I feel like you just don't typically see in Philadelphia. And I'm really glad that they did it. And I'm kind of glad that they're like going to do it like a few times a year because I will be going every single time.
It was an absolute blast.
Yeah. First off, we had a dinner with 12 people, which normally we hate doing. But honestly, I might have to rethink that because that was so fun. I felt like we were on vacation.
Yeah.
Like just a whole table of heads. The food was delicious.
I was shocked at that. Like usually with big groups, you always think when it's like a prefix menu, you always think the food's gonna be rushed or cold or It was like we ordered it off of
That
like just
Yeah.
orzo.
Yeah. Oh my
I was
god.
thinking about that. They literally had this like orzo, and I swear it was penne alla vodka. Like, it was delicious. The Wagyu dumplings.
I was gonna say the
Yeah.
Wagyu dumplings are so good. Their tuna rice crackers.
It was
good.
great because we were all like, I was like, y'all, it's a prefix menu, but they have such a good menu as is already. But they put like all of their best things on that prefix. Like,
Yeah.
the
To
Chris-
be honest, it's kind of how you should do Almyra.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you're going, like a lot of people are like, oh, I haven't been there. What should I get? Like literally look at the prefix menu and order everything on that. You're going to be spending a bag, but like it's worth it.
Right.
Yeah, it was such a scene in there. Like the amount we've talked about, like the hot guys that go to Almyra before, but
Lordy.
like, damn, it was on another fucking level. Like my neck was broken the entire dinner. Like honestly, the girls too. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit, everyone's so hot.
I feel like that was like the who's who of Philly. Low key.
Yes.
Like I felt like every single person that walked past our table, because we had like a prime like front and center table. I was like, Jesus. I'm like, everyone and their mother is here, and it was like such a like giddy reunion. I was like, oh, tonight's gonna be a good night.
I literally said to Brandon, like, this is a joke, but I was like, if you're not here, you're a loser. Like, it was, everybody was there.
Yeah.
And everybody just showed up and showed out. Like
Yeah.
the outfits, no one missed the memo. Like I was like, damn, I feel so underdressed, and I even liked my outfit before I left the
Yeah.
house. But everyone was just coming in, and it also made me realize like how many people we fucking know in Philly, because
Yeah.
like
Right.
there was at least one person in every single group that we knew.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was like, damn, are we the problem? Like
Yeah, no, I thought about that too. I was like, damn, we are connected. Like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we had drinks at the table. Then after we had our beautiful, gorgeous meal, bottle service. We had table bottle service, which was fabulous because we didn't have to leave that table the entire night. I thought that was such a great
Right.
concept.
We were
There
right
was-
in the front.
There was also a saxophonist just like
Oh,
dancing on the
yeah.
bar, like playing the saxophone, like
Yeah.
going from table to table.
That's right.
Like, that was
Yeah.
insane.
I found his Instagram.
Stop. Yeah, to like paint the full picture, because I feel like we like, what time did it all start? Like 11, right? So it was like
Yeah.
a normal dinner. And then at 11, like Bailey said, is when they brought the bottle service out. And that's when like it wasn't a restaurant anymore. Like everyone was done eating and everyone was getting ready to drink. They passed out the napkins to like shake, toss around like you see in like Tulum or like Greece or wherever you see those videos. So like it was fun because the entire restaurant at the same time changed over to drinking mode.
Right.
And then it became this giant party. And I thought it would be like a party. I didn't know it was going to be like that kind of party. Like it was a fucking trash bash. Like
Yeah.
that was almost as bad as a frat basement. I felt like there was points where there was bottles on the ground and napkins everywhere. I was like, what is going on?
Because
No, they
they
did
passed
such a good
around,
job.
yeah, they passed around legit like napkins, like paper napkins, like you get at the shore for. It wasn't even napkin toss. I forgot what song it was. I'm like, what the hell? But they were giving like us full bags of napkins. I'm like, we already have 100 each. Like, you guys want this place to be destroyed?
And I went to Mykonos and I went to a dinner like that, and like Almyra like captured the energy. Like it
Oh,
was
really?
just like that. Like it was so fun.
Did you guys see the dancers?
No,
They
but-
like never made it over to our side.
I saw them when I went to the bathroom, and I was like, oh, there's like performers here.
I don't think I
Audience.
left the table once. There were so many people I knew there that I unfortunately did not say hi to because I didn't leave the table.
Yeah, I feel like there's multiple people where I should have been like, hey,
Yeah.
just didn't.
I was in the bathroom line for like me and a few other people from our table for like probably 30 minutes.
I was gonna say that was like the one rough spot. The bathroom was rough.
Yeah.
really, really rough.
So I
Took
saw a lot of
forever.
people in line that like saw people that way, but I'm like, oh, I've been here forever. Like I
Yeah.
was like, do you guys? I hope my friends think I'm like still here.
Yeah, and then we went to Barstool after. Well, Bailey and I did.
Yeah.
for-
Did you?
I should have went home
so
after
glad
that,
I'm hearing
bro.
this for the first time.
Well, before you guys went to Barstool, the night the energy slowly started to like die off. Like they were playing really fun like house EDM ish music, and then it slowly started to change. And at one point, me and Bailey were sitting down and they started playing Taylor Swift. And I was like, "What is this vibe change?" Like they were literally playing Love Story and One Direction and then Justin Bieber Baby, and I was like, "Now this is my kind of party." And then I could tell that everyone was kind of dying off, and our friends came up and they were like, "We're going to Barstool," and I was like, "Well, it is time to call my Uber. I am going home."
Yeah, it was a very brief visit. I think it was right. How long were we in Barstool?
It wasn't that long. Like I didn't have a drink. Like I didn't.
Yeah, I feel like we got there at like 1:30.
Yeah.
Was it packed?
Yeah,
It
the
was.
downstairs was. Our friend had a table and we just like went right to it. And I like stood up there. I was like, holy shit, it is packed.
Dude,
in
it was
here.
packed as hell
It
in
was
there.
hot as hell in there. I was like, oh,
I was sweating.
no.
I
Yeah.
was sweating. I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our night ended there. How are you feeling?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I sent the group chat that I almost took myself to the ER, and I almost did.
Wait, that wasn't a joke?
No, it wasn't a joke.
my God.
I genuinely think that was the next morning. So I always say my body metabolizes alcohol very different. And sometimes I hate it. It metabolizes when I get home. Like it hits me all at once. But it honestly doesn't hit me till I'm like sleeping, which like fucks me up even worse. Cause I will wake up and I'm like, oh my God, like I have to, it just messes me up so bad, but whatever. I'll spare a lot of the details. But so in the morning, it was like 9, 10 o'clock. Like I'm on the couch at this point. So I had to like move, and I was up before, I don't even know. But I'm on the couch and I'm even like, I had to order GoPuff, I almost said DoorDash, because I was throwing up so much. Like I could not stop throwing up in my body. Like it was repelling it so much. And I don't know if it like messing with my like period, but my cramps were so bad. I was like crying out in pain. Like I've never felt cramps like that. Like it wasn't even like sickness, like because I was like hungover. It was legit period cramps. I'm like, this is like, I'm getting beat up right now. Like I physically could not do it. And like I couldn't eat, I couldn't like drink water. So I ordered GoPuff. And I was like, I just want to go to bed so bad, but like I have to wait for this GoPuff. And so I like wrote it. I'm like, can you please bring it to my unit? I'll buzz you in. Like I was like, I couldn't even walk. I couldn't stand. And of course, as they drop it off, they leave it right outside of the actual apartment building. Oh. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know how I made it down there. Cause like, it was like, I was like still drunk. Like it was like, I can't even describe how I felt. Like it felt like I was like out of body experience. And I had to like, I almost threw up twice, like on the way. Like I'd like run down those steps, like go outside. I was like shaking. Cause also that full morning when I was throwing up, I was profusely sweating. So I went through like 10 different outfits. I was like in the shower like every 5 minutes. Like it was just, guys, it was bad. Like I really think my body was like borderline getting poisoned cause it doesn't stop there. Cause I like took a sip of the Pedialyte cause I just like needed that in my system. Cause I'm like, I just need to like do something. Cause I even thought about getting an IV, but I'm like, I can't fucking walk. Like, and so whatever, I'm on the couch and I'm like laying down and I was like, okay, let me just like, I had like a sudden urge to like throw up and you guys know my apartment and I'm on the couch. I get up, I take 2 steps. I couldn't even make it to my bathroom. I get to my kitchen trash can. It's literally 3 feet. I touch the trash can and I fucking collapse on the ground. Like I literally was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die here. And
oh my God, Bailey, I thought this was all a joke.
Yeah, you laughing at the messages. And it looks like I'm crying, but I was just yawning. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm fucking like dying. Like I was like, just like draw, like I couldn't even like just get it together. I finally got up and like finished throwing up. Like not even on the ground. Like I just like don't know what the fuck happened. But I was like awake and conscious. Like I just almost passed out. It was just the weirdest experience I've ever had in my life. So yeah, I finally was able to go to sleep at like maybe 10. I didn't wake up till like 1 in the afternoon.
Do you think you were drugged maybe?
No, because I was all like, no, I don't think so. Because like I remember getting home, like I double locked the doors. Like it just like, it happens sometimes. I feel like my body like just gets like, it just gets all that alcohol at once. But it's like, I don't like, because I woke up in my bed, but I had on my robe and my like hair, like my face washing thing. So like I took off my clothes and I like the shirt I had on was really hard to button. So like I don't know how I took that off. Like I was like getting ready, I think, to wash my face and then went into lay down in bed real quick. And I just like don't remember that. But I remember walking in, it just like hits me all of a sudden like that. And I just can't remember anything else. But then that morning was just like the roughest thing ever.
Oh, man.
So I said to myself, I was like, it wasn't even a headache. Like I couldn't even get weed at that point because I physically couldn't, like, it was just so bad. I'm cool on alcohol for a while. Like that was my last straw. I was like, I can never feel like this again. Like, yeah. So that's where we're at. Now I feel like I have some type of flu. My cramps were even, I almost want to cancel because my cramps were so bad. I don't know what the hell just happened. And it's crazy because last episode I was saying how I didn't get drunk.
I was just thinking that. I was listening to the episode from last week and I was like, oh, wait, oh boy, did things take a turn this weekend.
I jinxed myself.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah. So
I do feel like that's happened to you, like not to this extent, obviously, because I wasn't there, but like I remember in AC that one time you were really hungover and we had to pull over on the highway for you to throw up.
Yeah.
Like, do we ever tell that story?
No.
I don't think so, but we went to AC one time. I don't even remember what for. Me and Bailey were fucked up the next morning. And we were in bad shape. Like we were not well at all, trying to leave. It took us like 2 hours to leave the room because we just both would stand up and then lay back down for 20 minutes and stand up and lay back down. We finally get to my car. I somehow get the strength to drive. I'm like, Bailey, I just have to go to Dunkin' and get a wake up wrap and I'll be able to drive us home. I drive out of the like Ocean's parking garage and Bailey goes, you have to pull over. I'm going to throw up. So we pull over on the side of the road. Bailey's like, I have to get out. I have to throw up. As she's throwing up, a fucking homeless woman on the side of the Atlantic City street walks over and starts asking Bailey for money. And as Bailey's throwing up, she goes, are you fucking serious right now? You're going to ask me for money while I'm throwing up?
I was literally it was coming out of my system like the devil. And I remember my mouth, I was like drool was coming up. I was like, because I saw someone walking up and I was like, I wasn't even embarrassed at this point. I was like, I hope they're asking for help or if they better get the fuck away from me. And I was like, what? I was like, I'm like, get the fuck away. Like, I was in dire, like, that was so crazy on her part.
Yeah, that was next level insane for her to walk up. She didn't even come to my window. Like, she could have came to my side. I was driving, but she goes right up to you.
Literally. And then it didn't stop there because I threw up at Dunkin'. You were inside and I was squatting outside the car the whole time.
You were like, can you please I don't even know if you ordered anything. Maybe I got you like a water, but you came in with me.
Powerade on ice.
Yeah, and you were like, you like handed it to me. You're like, you have to buy this for me. I have to go throw up.
Oh, that's right. I was inside. No, that was bad. And then
what did we do the night before?
I don't even remember. It was like, because I can't even think about what I was wearing. I usually base my nights off of what I was wearing, but I have no memory. But we were fucked up.
Because you had to stop on the highway too.
Yeah, we did.
I felt you are such a good friend because I was like, Casey, I'm so sorry, but we weren't in standstill traffic either. I'm like, you need to slow down and pull this car over.
Were we at this?
Yeah, but it was one of those times we got separate rooms. Like me and Bailey got our own room and you guys got your own room.
Was it Chippendales?
No, it wasn't that recent.
Was it a concert?
Chippendales was
I feel like it was the night.
Good memory.
I don't know. I'm weirdly thinking it might have been the night that I wore that long dress and we had I wore the long pink dress and we all took videos of us wearing sunglasses in the club. Like it might have been
my birthday.
Oh, the pink long dress. I was wearing the green outfit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say for 100% certain if that was it. But I remember on the highway, you kept warning me. You were like, I think you may need to pull over in a few minutes. And then you were like, it is here. Could you please pull over?
Then I knocked out for the rest of the car ride. I was like, oh, this poor girl. Like for 2 hours, I was just snoring. I was like, I'm so sorry.
You are a good friend when someone's hungover. You've helped me a lot in the past.
I think it's just because I know that feeling. Like I know when you were like, I am barely alive right now. Like someone has to be my lifeline because like I'm gonna die here if not.
Yeah. I've only turned up on the side of the road one time. And I was in a car packed with people.
Really?
It was really sick. And I was in early college.
I'm trying to think if I've ever made the Uber pull over. I threw up in a parking lot, but
I've thrown up in an Uber before. It was very unfortunate. We were in, that's happened to me twice actually, but one of them was in Dewey. And I had left my friends and ended up at a very random, equivalent of a dive bar. It's not a dive bar because it's a beach town, but this place called Jimmy's. I ended up by myself and a couple bought me 10 wings. Y'all know me. When the fuck do I eat wings? I ate all 10 of those wings by myself with this married couple. And my friend at the time comes to find me and she was like, I literally thought they were trafficking you. She was like, you were just sitting there. I was on a high top stool with my legs kicking, just eating fucking wings. I was blacked out. We get in the car. I throw up in the car and then I threw up in my purse. And then I got home. I showered. My friend was like, you have to shower. Like you're sleeping in my bed. We woke up the next morning and her boyfriend was sleeping there. And we woke up and I was like, good morning. And he was like, oh, you have so much throw up in your hair. It was all clumped on the side of my hair.
Wow, that doesn't even sound like you.
Yeah, well, I feel like in college I went through a really dark period where I was a mess when I drank, and that was one of them.
I don't know you like that. Oh, wow.
All right. Well, what is on everyone's For You page this week?
I think in the spirit of Thanksgiving, it's only right to bring up the drama with Tini's mac and cheese. And I do have several thoughts on this, but for those who don't know, Tinica, she is a chef. She started on Instagram. She's been on Gordon Ramsay's shows. She is incredible. She's cute. She's poised. She's unproblematic. She's great. She made a mac and cheese dish that, as a black woman, I'm telling you, this could be on anyone's table. She gets the mac and cheese card. It swipes. she put the recipe down. It's not, I would say, hard to follow, but like if you can't cook, like I would just stick to craft. And there are a lot of people who are coming out being like, this is the grossest mac and cheese ever. You didn't make it right. And then on the other end, there's a bunch of Black people saying, I don't know why, like, we're giving this girl praise for making mac and cheese. And I'm like, wait a minute. This girl is perfecting her craft. She is kind enough to share this recipe with you people. And you have Ditzy1234, who spent $149 on the supplies, which, what did you buy? And then you have my community getting mad at this girl for making mac and cheese. And it's like, people are like, oh, like, but Black people like started mac and cheese. Even if that's true, she is allowed to make that dish, and she executed it perfectly. Yeah. So that's been irritating me. Like, leave my girl alone. Like, not too much on my girl. Like, she just got married, disrupting her. Yeah. Like, give her peace.
And it's crazy because she has 1.5 million other recipes that you could easily make. But yeah, like you said, like it is, I think my grandma used to make it that way, like with a roux. Like it is.
If you're supposed to.
Yeah, if you don't know how to cook, like just say that. But I think I saw someone's where it was just, it looked gray as hell in the middle.
saw that. The noodles were gray.
I was like,
girl, follow the directions.
Yeah.
It's not Tini's fault that you suck. Like, it's just not.
I know.
But that's just like quintessential TikTok. Like that's like, if everyone is entitled to it being perfect for them, and if they can't make it, then it's not a good recipe. If they can't do the tutorial, then it's not a good tutorial. And it's like, not everything is for you.
Right.
Like not everything is meant for you. It's just so annoying.
You don't have to attempt it. I watched the full 10-minute video, however long it was, knowing damn well I am never going to make that. I can't. But I watched it and I was like, oh, interesting. She puts paprika in it. Like I'm thinking all these things. Like just what? I closed the app. I'm not making it. Like you don't have to try everything.
Exactly.
You can just use the app for entertainment.
Yes.
The whole thing about her putting Dijon mustard in it. Okay. So she put Dijon mustard in her mac and cheese. Cry about it. Omit that ingredient if you don't like it. Like the girl has 9 million followers. Do you honestly think that your opinion of her mac and cheese, like it's crazy?
It's just like also one of those things I recently posted about. I got a new mirror at Hobby Lobby.
I want that.
And love it. Great deal. They're always 50% off. It's $124. It's a huge ass mirror.
Is that with the discount?
Yeah. Like it's usually like what, like $250, I guess, but it's like $125. I have heard in the past that Hobby Lobby is a little bit problematic. They like support Christian values. They're closed on Sundays. So that gives away, whatever. So like, I know they're not a good place, but whatever. And I posted about it, and I had this girl in my DMs who came at me for shopping at Hobby Lobby and was like, you do know that they are all these things, listed a bunch of things, and then sent me 2 articles. And my thing is like, I didn't, because my rule of thumb is like, I will never give somebody my time like that. So I just don't answer when people come at me like that. But I wanted to DM her and be like, have you ever eaten Chick-fil-A? Have you ever, literally Google any of your favorite companies. Most likely someone working.
Shopped at Walmart, gone to Home Depot, drank a Starbucks,
every
McDonald's.
Like literally every company, not every company. I'm not speaking facts. I'm just saying like in fucking conversation, every company does bad shit and says and supports the wrong thing. And there's someone in every company that is a bad representation of that company. But if you want to choose not to support that, that's totally your choice. But like coming at someone else because I bought a mirror at Hobby Lobby, but that's just like, that's to me like what TikTok is anymore. It's like they just want to like cancel you or like say something's wrong. It's like, everything you do is perfect. Yeah. I'm sure you eat a weird ass food combination that other people think is gross. You don't have to comment and say this girl's mac and cheese is gross.
It's not like you're standing outside of Hobby Lobby with a sign that says, I support Hobby Lobby corporate.
Right.
Like, I love the president of Hobby Lobby. Like, you bought a mirror.
Also, like at that point, like what does she think you're gonna do?
Return
like go
it.
and return it? Like you're gonna pick up a big ass mirror, haul it in your car, and go back to like. Really, girl? Like at that point, like just shut the fuck up.
It's just like
shut
you're not.
The fuck up.
You're just not accomplishing what you think you are.
Someone did this dumb shit to me too. Last week I posted on
you're getting
La
mad?
Colombe. I go, the oat nog draft latte is so good. Someone DMs me. Does it taste like eggnog? Because I don't like eggnog. Well, let's use context clues. It's called oat nog. It's launched during the holiday season. Do you think that maybe it's inspired off the infamous eggnog? Do you think so? And if you don't like it, why are you sharing that information with me? Maybe you could go and try one of the, I don't know, other 1,000 options of drinks that you could get behind the counter rather than the little draft lever. Like, are you stupid or are you dumb? It just, I really just don't think people have. Well, I know that people don't have critical thinking skills
They
anymore.
don't. They don't.
But yeah, it's just a nightmare up in here, up in the DMs.
It's like, so for my job, I won't say like where I work, but I do very like clickbaity videos. Like that is kind of like the essence of the videos I post. My platform is Facebook. So that should tell you enough that I run Facebook and those are the videos I make. And it is so, I always just like crack up when I like get people like hook, line, and sinker. And I'm like, you didn't use an ounce of that big brain in your head to realize that this is a clickbait video. Sometimes they will get you. I totally, my videos are not secretive. It is like very obvious that it is for clickbait or that it's like an engagement bait. It's not rage bait, but it's like, it's very obvious. And every day I get people commenting like paragraphs like coming at me and I'm like, oh my God, you just wasted 5 minutes of your life and you didn't use 1 ounce of common sense.
Are your videos like, let's say you work in a pie shop. You're making the pie, but you don't show the finished product, or you show the finished product and you like serve it on like a trash can lid or something to like piss someone off?
Not even that. It would be like, for the pie example, it would be like us making a pie and then the hook is, can you tell why we can't sell this pie? And maybe part of the crust is broken off. So it's like, it's pretty obvious that if you were to look at it, it's like like they can't sell the pie because it has a little crust. And like people will comment and be like, I'd still buy it. That looks like a delicious pie. But then there's that one person who's like, it's insane that you're willing to not sell this when there are people starving and they would be happy to buy this pie. It's so sad that you're,
hell no.
it is,
No.
every day I read these comments out to my coworkers and I'm like, guys, this is a pandemic.
Jesus.
People can't use their brains.
No, that is a pandemic. I wish I couldn't do that.
The other thing on my FYP is Lindsay Lohan and like all of like the work that she had done like masterfully and like how she's just had like an insane glow up. I've been watching every video. I watched this whole video talk about like this girl. She was like, I'm pretty sure she had the same like work done
I saw
iPad,
that.
and it was like $300,000 worth of work, and she like listed off every single thing, and I was like, holy shit.
That girl looks good.
She does
She looks
look good.
incredible.
Yeah.
Not Lindsay. I mean, Lindsay Lohan looks fine too, but the girl who made the video, like her work is exceptional.
Well, Lindsay Lohan, like, she like looks natural almost.
Yeah.
So like it like doesn't look like she got work done.
No, it looks so good. I just like love her voice too. Like
Me
hearing
too.
her in interviews again, like that like rasp voice will like always like get me. I'm like, you go girl.
Have you seen Christina Aguilera recently?
Yes.
Not too much on my girl.
No, I love.
Okay.
Don't even. I love her.
Okay.
But she's someone whose work is like, whoever did her work
She
literally
took the
deserves to
substance.
win a Nobel Peace Prize.
She
like,
took the substance.
She definitely did. I mean, yeah, she looks great. I saw a video of Anne Hathaway recently, and I was like, that woman has not aged. Like, insane. But I don't know if she's had work done. I just can't tell. She probably has, but it's just like insane.
I feel like it's a combination of getting work done and also using like the best products you could ever imagine. Like me over here using my $14 moisturizer from Target. Like these people are probably using like $500 moisturizers.
Yeah, that's true.
Very true. And then Wicked again, the press tour, specifically the clip of "Are you holding space?" That's been crazy.
That's crazy because it's a new comment now.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm holding space for her today.
I watched this girl walk up to this guy on the street, like she just like, "Are you holding space today?" He was like, "What?" And she was like, "Are you?" Like she was just trolling him. I was kicking my feet laughing.
Have you seen the clip where Ariana's like holding
She like,
Cynthia's
grabs her
finger?
finger. Like, what is going on? And the crazy thing about it is we get another press tour next year.
Yes.
Part 2 comes out.
It comes out next year.
Yeah, I looked on IMDb today because I was curious.
I think they should invite us to the premiere.
I think so too.
Hopefully the podcast is big enough where, you know, they say, oh, we got to invite this girl.
Wait, speaking of getting invited to things, on my For You page is the Coachella lineup. Have y'all seen it?
No.
Oh, girls, pack your bags because we're going to the desert. It's wild. It is Lady Gaga.
Wow.
Yeah, Lady Gaga, Green Day. Hold on. My Wi-Fi was
She
working.
was not prepared.
Watch your mouth. Post Malone. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then for the people underneath, so Friday, Missy Elliott, FK Twigs. I don't know if I'm just saying random names. Glorilla, Yeet.
So you're just flying out for Friday.
Absolutely. You guys won't hear from me forever. 3-6 Mafia. That's just, there's so many more, but those
Charlie's on it, right? Charlie.
yes, Charlie's on Saturday. T-Pain.
Wow.
Yep. I heard you guys say that. some other people, Yo Gabba Gabba, Post Malone, Meg Thee Stallion, Zed.
So wait, let me stop you because I have a question. I saw that. I saw the Yo Gabba Gabba. Who is that? Because I know the Yo Gabba Gabba, like the Nickelodeon kids show.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Is that the same Yo Gabba Gabba?
It's the same like font. It
I'm
looks
about to-
like,
yeah, I'm
and
about
you
to look it
can't
up.
really like
There's just no way that they're performing at Coachella.
Yo
Nah,
Gabba
because
Gabba
they
Coachella.
are. Because
Yeah,
they absolutely are. That's the Yo Gabba. Coachella announces Yo Gabba Gabba for 2025 lineup. What the hell?
they're not lying.
That is crazy.
You guys, we have to go.
They're about
Glorilla.
to turn up.
I saw somewhere, I was just watching a clip of the podcast The Toast, and they were talking about how, like, apparently somewhere on the flyer it says that, like, the festival was designed by Travis Scott.
Yeah,
I saw
It says
that.
Travis Scott designs the desert. I mean,
The last time he did,
I was going to say,
he
that's not
doesn't have a good track
Right.
record.
a
But
good idea.
I will say I've been to like 4 of his shows, not Astroworld, and he has some of the best like set design or like staging and like all that. So I think he has a good creative mind for that type of thing, and it's kind of good to see an artist like that. Like maybe just take it. Like you don't have to perform. Like maybe do some backstage or
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. I couldn't think of those words. Wow. Oh wait. Yeah. So yeah, we have to go. I mean, I don't know what you guys have going on, but let me check the dates again.
If we want to talk about influencer Olympics here in Philadelphia, that's like what I don't even know what that is in Coachella.
Yeah,
We
it's
better start working on our outfits now.
April 11th.
It's insane. I feel like we were just talking about Coachella.
Yeah,
we
like,
were.
That's tomorrow.
We were talking about the Poppy House. I literally feel like we were just
yeah.
talking about that
Ew.
one episode.
Honestly, throw the whole year away. I don't give a fuck.
Actually, it's crazy that it's already the end of November.
You guys, I've never wanted a year to end so badly.
Yeah.
And that sounds so negative, and I mean it like that. I maybe had 5 things that were great this year. I know this isn't our recap episode, but I just need to just to speak on it. It was so dreadful. The summer was awful. The spring was awful. Fall is awful. Like it's every day gets more and more miserable.
Winter is your month.
Full Bailey with Game of Thrones. Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
And I'm not prepared.
The North remembers.
Honestly, at this point,
Put me on the
like,
wall.
it's gotten so bad that I like honestly love that the sun goes down early. I'm
too.
like, thank God. I'm just this much closer to bed.
You get it now. You get it.
Like that is when I know. Like this is the first year where I'm not like, oh my God, it's dark. I'm like, yes,
yes,
get out of
exactly.
here.
Sometimes I start like I'll sit at my kitchen island and I'll just put my hands in my head and just sob. And then after I'm done, I'll just crack up because it truly is a joke. Like
It's a gag.
it's a gag. It is.
It's a goop. It's a gag.
It really is.
What are we thankful for this year besides it ending?
Honestly, just you guys, and that's it.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Friends, family.
Period. Retweet.
My health is ass.
No, mine's
Money's
it is
ass.
it's in hell.
Like
No
the hell?
money. No, like it's
No money, no
dreadful.
bitches. Like I got nothing, bro.
It's awful.
I have a man. No, I'm good. Sorry.
Are you? Are you?
No, I'm like I'm straight. Like I'm so close to having a breakdown on this podcast.
Well, let's carry the negativity
Yeah.
into the immunity necklace segment. I heard some girlies have one this week.
right.
Who wants to start us off?
I have something to say. I just like need people to work with me. I have made such a good rep for myself of learning how to, if we're in public places and I know how to be discreet, I'm very good at doing that work. And if I'm talking to you in a very like quiet decibel, like just do the same thing. Don't like if we're talking quietly, I don't need Casey to be like, what? What was that? Don't do that. And when I say, okay, let's keep it down, don't be like, oh, we can keep it down. Like, just work with me. Why? We don't have to, there's a time and a place for the level of our voices. And if we're like, just please work with me. And also, like, if I say, oh, someone's about to walk in, but wait a few seconds for you to turn around, you know,
That's
wait a
the
few
one.
fucking seconds.
I would literally like hate like in high school going out in public because anytime I would see somebody and I was with my mom, I would be like, oh, I know that person. She'd be like, who? And, like stare. I'd be like, shut up. Like I hate when someone walks in, you're trying not to talk to them and you don't want to see them. And then the person just like stares at them like, way to draw the attention.
Yeah.
Because then, like, not only did they draw attention by saying that, but then you have to respond to get them to shut up. So now you're drawing even more attention. And then it just, like, sometimes keeps going. And it's like, oh, my God, I want to kill myself. This
Right.
could have ended 5 minutes ago. Like, yeah.
Agreed.
I also have an immunity necklace. And this one, I just need story toppers to know that it is not giving what you think it's giving. Like I think that when someone is a story topper, and everyone knows what that is, when you tell someone like, oh, I found $10 on the ground today. And they're like, oh, well, I found $100 on the ground yesterday. Someone like that, like I think that they want to seem cool and they want to seem better than you and they want to seem like, oh, I have it all together. I think less of you because you're like trying to be a story topper. Like, and it's almost like, I think that there's like a natural reaction to story top. Like when somebody says something, if something has happened similar to you, it's very natural to be like, oh, I want to tell you about how it happened to me. That's fine. But work it in naturally. Be like, oh, you found $10? That's so cool. One time I found $100. But honestly, finding $10 would make my day. See how easy that is to not make you seem like a bitch? But like, it's the way that I have had it happen to me so much recently where I am telling someone something or talking and they just like try to like jump in and story top and it's like, oh, I like literally like could have thought that story was cool, but now I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
There's this skit on SNL with Kristen Wiig, and she is hilarious. And it's called The One-Upper. And it's a bunch of people like telling a story, and she'll pop in from the side and she'll be like, yeah, so like I actually invented Polly Pocket, even though you guys have Polly Pockets. Like I have, like she's insane. Mm-hmm. Like you could be telling like people make fun of that because it's laughable. Mm-hmm. Like it's annoying.
Yeah. And it's just like, if you want to seem cool, just find a way to say it more naturally because you could actually seem cool. Your story could be better than mine, but the way you're telling it makes me want to punch you in the face. So
I hate that.
Definitely makes sense.
I kind of have a bitchy one too, now that I'm thinking about it. This is just like a dumb complaint. But like if you're on a dating app, like, and you're talking like kind of the same energy, like if that's your already like one-upping in a dating conversation and then like talk about something other than your goddamn job. People are so boring these days. Like maybe it's just because I work for myself, but like I don't know. I feel like all of the conversations that I have on these dating apps is people talking about the weather and they're busy with work. I'm like, do you want to like talk about something fun? Like, like this is so dry. Yeah. And it's every single person. I'm like, you are not that important. Like,
well, it's also just like, is your job the most important thing in your life? Right. Because if so, I don't want to date. Like, then I don't want to compete with your work. Like,
and what I mean with the story topping, they're like, I'm so busy today. Okay, then stop fucking messaging me. Message me when you have a fucking free minute to not talk about work. Like, let's talk about food or something. Or like good scary movies. Like this shit is so dry. I'm like, I can't deal with this.
Oh, I have dating apps and you can come to Between Us Girlies podcast every week.
I'm so over it.
Yeah, I need to get back on the apps, but like
you really don't. Stay where you are.
I will scroll and I'm like, this is cute, but then I just forget to go back on. Like I know I have matches that I just forgot to do like 3 weeks ago, and then they'll be like, oh, no follow up, and I'm like, oh, well. Fuck it.
I wish there was like just like a make out app where like you make out with someone and then if it was good then you swipe right and then like you know
like maybe you both vote anonymously and then like if you both voted
show Casey
yes and if you both voted yes then you like keep going and if not then you just never know. I guess you would figure out that they said no, but
kind of giving naked attraction with no touching.
Oh yeah, we never talked about that. There's this crazy show on HBO called Naked Attraction and y'all, if you want to see a lot of things, just watch an episode of it.
Is that the like British show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
It's insane.
It's essentially Love is Blind, but it's all physical. Like it's you. All right.
It's like the opposite of Love is Blind.
You have this guy or girl, and they are either gay, straight. They have a variety of people, sizes, shapes, races, etc. They are all standing in what you would think of as like an oversized doll box. So there's a screen in front of it in there in a box like a doll. And the person is standing in front and they will reveal the person leg by arm, by boob, by face, whatever. And so like the bottom screen will roll up and it'll just be balls. Like, and the host is a sick pervert. She'll be like, so it's a little bit chunky. How do we feel about that sock?
Oh, wow.
Do you like a little bit of hair? Oh, that has a little pooch and a little pouch. Oh, there's a saggy nipples.
She's
what
sick.
do you think? She's disgusting. And again, it's a variety of shapes and sizes, but you pretty much pick your partner based off of what their titties look like.
I'm tapping in.
It's really good.
That's crazy.
It's informative. They do like fun little facts. Like they'll talk about like the tip of the penis is blah, blah, blah. I'm like
they'll talk about like nerve endings and things like that. Yeah.
One thing is like a person with freckles like has more likely of a chance of like, it's like weird, like
So
weird.
you're learning
facts.
things.
It's also really
Well,
like
you can't
I'm here for
recite
the
them.
cheeks.
it
let's
is
be
really
honest.
inclusive. Like even like
You sick.
they're just very nice the way they talk. Like you could tell like someone's like, yeah, like that person's too big, but they never say it like that. They'll just be like, it's a little curvy there, and then like the person will get
Aw.
out and they'll be like, you're so beautiful. Like
Wait,
they
that's
have
really
people
nice.
like they'll have people with disabilities on it. Like it's very inclusive.
There's a
And
hot guy with one leg.
yeah,
Let me
It's
tell
really
you,
good. He was
that
sexy.
man was good looking.
I just feel like men are at such a disadvantage at that game because like boobs are universally beautiful. Like even a bad pair of boobs look good.
Casey,
A
I
vag-
need you to watch this show.
I've only seen one episode. And the one episode I did see, the guy had a really tiny micro penis, and he was like very proud of it. That was not the reason I was saying that. But I just think if I had to judge a guy based off of his balls, I would much rather base a girl off of her boobs, even her vagina, rather than look at a guy's balls and be like, "Yeah, I want to date him." Oh my god, that sounds
Right.
horrible.
I've never seen some of the things that I've seen on that show. It really is eye-opening.
yeah, you have to watch it for yourself to really get it. But
Do they ever do butts? Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, they'll be like,
turn
turn
around
around.
and let me see your bum.
Awfully cheeky.
Cheeky, yeah, I like
It's
it.
fun.
Wow, it sounds
Same.
great. I'm gonna tap it.
Yeah.
It's not as gross as you think. Like Lindsay and I did manage to stomach a meal while watching it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good. It's good. I wouldn't give it the
You guys
full
watch the-
unsolicited rec, but like kind of halfway there.
You guys have the funniest shows.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty and Black.
We have a funny relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say
Sisters.
so.
Sisters, some may say.
Scissor sisters.
Don't care.
yeah.
Right.
Oh well.
All right, you need to keep that.
Yeah, keep
Yeah,
this one
don't
between
tell
us,
anyone.
girlies. Everyone have a great holiday. Well, it already happened by the time you heard this,
Yep.
but we hope you had a great holiday. Hope you ate good. Love y'all.